Coming down in 3, 2, 1. Hey yo, what's up everybody? It's me, Joey P, Joe Pisapia, and welcome to 5 Things right here on FantraxHQ. Today's team preview, the Oakland Raiders. Yes, John Gruden's second tour of duty, second season. Everything old is new again, and I'll tell you what's new is that Oakland roster. A lot of turnover year over year. They made a lot of cap space, a lot of changes, but just how much are they going to make an impact? Well, let's find out. Let's start with number 1. The biggest impact, Antonio Brown. Not only is Brown one of the best route runners in the NFL, but he's been arguably the most productive wide receiver over the last 5 years. Now, he's not in the Steelers' offense anymore. How much does that matter? It matters in terms of their touchdown total. That's probably something that's going to keep in mind there. So you're not looking for maybe 15 touchdowns out of Antonio Brown, but I think 10 to 12 is certainly reasonable still in terms of yardage, in terms of usage. I think it's going to be a lot more than most people think. He seems to be slipping a lot in the second round. I would take advantage of Antonio Brown. Don't worry about the feet. He looks fine. If you're watching Hard Knocks, you can see him running. He's absolutely fine. Don't worry about the helmet. He's not going to not make money because of the helmet. It's all going to work itself out, so don't panic and still take Antonio Brown with the discount of the Oakland Raiders, which brings us to number 2, which is Derek Carr. So how good can Derek Carr be now that he's got a weapon like Antonio Brown? Well, I think better. I think we're talking about a 4,000-yard season out of Carr, which is not something we're used to necessarily. And it's also some of the ancillary pieces around him that I think are going to help. Not only does he have a better running back, which we'll get to in a second. In fact, let's just get to it right now. And that running back is Josh Jacobs. So number 3 thing to watch here is Josh Jacobs. And I believe, regardless of what people say about, well, he didn't have enough of the carries, enough of the workload, you can't trust him, nonsense. The Oakland Raiders are going to trust him, okay? If you think this guy didn't carry the hell out of the football in high school, Pop Warner, and everywhere else, you're crazy. He's going to be fine just because he was in a timeshare at Alabama. It doesn't matter. In anything, he has less miles on him. That's a good thing at running back last time I checked. So, I think Josh Jacobs, you can definitely draft as an RB2 this year, and you should be aggressive on him as well. He has zero competition there in Oakland, so I'm a big fan of Josh Jacobs. In 2019 and beyond, go be aggressive on Josh Jacobs. Which brings us to number 4 on the list, and that is Hunter Renfro. Yes, I know. Do I want to talk about Darren Waller or Tyrell Williams? No. I want to talk about Hunter Renfro because this is a kid last year in college that caught every ball his way. I understand he's not the biggest guy. I understand he's not exactly the body type of most NFL guys out there nowadays. But Hunter Renfro can catch the football, and Hunter Renfro in the slot I think could be a really useful piece for this team that doesn't quite have a standout tight end on the roster yet, doesn't quite have an ancillary wide receiver that I'm super excited about. But Renfro in camp has been very good, surprisingly so, and I think just the perfect complement to what you probably want to do with Antonio Brown sometimes. So I would look for him in 14-team leagues and try to add him if you can. And last but not least, the defense. Now look, Jonathan Abram, great piece to add. Cleveland Farrell, I like a lot more than some other folks do. Those are 2 really good pieces. It's just not enough, which means the defense is still going to be bad. It's not a defense you want right now, but that's good news because that means the offense is going to stay aggressive, and that's what you want for fantasy. So the Oakland Raiders, it's not a big arrow up, but it's an arrow up nonetheless because, well, it couldn't get much worse now, can it? Well, I guess it could, but we'll find out. You can follow me on the Twitter machine at JoePisapia17. Check out all the great content at FantraxHQ. That'll do it for me. See you next time, kids. Peace.